The way I see it, it always comes down to word of mouth. Netflix doesn't have as much African content as we would like, yet we are still skeptical on what to see. This list narrows it down. Starting with number 10, Azali.
She's the woman getting jobs for our little ones in Burkina and beyond.
Me can't do this. Amina, my one child.
I'm a brother.
Azali is about 14-year-old Amina and her pursuit for greener pastures in the dense city of Accra.
From today, me and you, we will make good money. Eh? You know, say you be fine, girl.
Not a bad movie if you're into beautiful atmospherical pictures or cheesy plots, or if you just want to have a look at the future of Ghanaian cinema. Newcomer Asana Al-Hassan gives a stunning performance in this touching story about survival and struggle. Now personally, I prefer more plot twists and turns and layers upon layers, and I also find that the village girl in the big city trope is a bit overplayed. This film necessarily doesn't add anything new, but hear me out, it's worth watching because this marks a new direction for Ghanaian cinema, and it's a good direction, and we are all on board for it.
I have a question for you.
This is a hard-hitting gangster blockbuster from the director Kemi Adetiba, King of Boys. This glorious madness of a movie is about a godmother of crime played with such badassery by Sola Sobowale. A businesswoman with a checkered past is drawn into a power struggle as her political ambitions sees her outgrowing the underworld enterprise responsible for her considerable wealth.
On the battle line, stand him up. You have stepped on the tail of the tiger.
Nollywood fans would understand how far Nigerian films have come. This one is a definite benchmark. It boasts of a cast of, dare I say, perfect actors for the roles. Just Sola's facial expressions and screen presence alone will leave you intimidated enough to see it through the end.
God's worst punishment in a person.
That's what you want. We do plenty things, Sha, will not be everything.
Here's one with much color and intensity to tickle your fancy.
Did I tell you that I was a very good actress at school?
As long as you know that this is not the real you and you are only undercover.
A young Nigerian journalist goes undercover to expose the shady world of human trafficking, and in her quest for truth, she's trapped in the belly of the beast.
Once we reach Europe, we'll send better money comes.
It's very difficult to watch without averting your eyes for a bit. I mean, the mutilations and all. My only complaint lies with the acting that falls flat in a couple of scenes, but I was really looking out for those things, so when you are invested as you would be, you would find that it's terrifying, raw and quick-paced.
With or without you.
10,000 innocent public officials have been dismissed because they have no voice. We're soldiers. It's our duty to make sacrifices.
76 is about the attempted Nigerian military coup against the government of General Murtala Mohammed in 1976. I'd have to cross-check to see if this is the first historical drama from Nigeria, but maybe that's a video for later.
While Operation 5 VIPs have been slated for assassination.
76 gives a specific look at a historical period rarely portrayed on film. It's subverting how much focus is placed on the women who bear the brunt of the political shifts rather than just plot machinations, which seemed a bit tedious for me, but all in all, this entry holds rich texture and visual authenticity. My only complaint lies with the sudden, unsavory switch from political countdown thriller to melodrama. But Nollywood fans are used to that. With a more reasonable budget, 76 would have been an Academy Award contender, but it's still a decent compromise.
How does it feel, William?
Who in their right minds would pass on a chance to hear Chiwetel Ejiofor speak his native tongue?
Looking sharp, eh?
You too, man.
Kachokolo is not the wealthiest school in the district, but it's down to each one of you to decide your own level of commitment.
The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind is based on a true life story about a 13-year-old Malawian boy who invents an unconventional way to save his village and family from famine.
Malawi is preparing for a very long, hungry season.
This is a heartwarming story and is easily found on Netflix. William Kamkwamba's story is done justice here with sincerity. It's a stunning chronicle of a family's devotion to culture and values. This is a story of grit and audacity of confidence.
Anything new?
It's a pump.
Can you fix it?
Maybe. Mr. Kachibunda, when you turn the wheel on your bike, the light shines. How?
It's magnets.
My only complaint lies with the title. Also for the slow burn, but the title sort of gives it away a bit. I know it bears the same name as the book, and that's the marketing angle and all that, but the movie is about more than just harnessing the wind. I'm just saying, going blind to see this one, you'd be a bit disappointed by that. But nonetheless, it's emotional, Maxwell Simba's performance is incredible, and hey, Chiwetel Ejiofor directed a film, it's worth it.
Zita kutaka. Ngati Mungu anitandiza. Sibale watawa baba. Ndilibeza kulota.
Biggest legacy I will leave for posterity is you, my daughter.
This entry might be the first Nigerian film widely accepted by the West. If Netflix's acquisition leaves any comments, is that it's worth it.
I see very much alive on you.
You must be a proud father. Of course, I'm immensely proud of my daughter. She's her father's daughter.
Hey, Chief. Chief.
Daddy, what's wrong?
My deepest condolences. Sorry, my best wishes.
Very familiar faces here. Director, co-writer and star Genevieve Naji flexes her filmmaking muscle with this dramedy about a woman trying to save the family business.
His reasons have nothing to do with you being a woman. Your uncle is just here to supervise.
I'm going to change.
Going in blind, you'd think this is a stern and serious movie, but I was very surprised about the comedy in this. Shout out to the OG, Nkem Owo.
Lionheart is in severe debt. 950 million naira.
What?
And now it's time to pay up.
In 30 days.
Or risk losing everything.
If we have to fight this war, we have to fight it together, unless we want to lose.
My only complaint is the same score that is used 70% of the film and the fact that the story pretty much feels predictable.
If a man gets a hold of our company, everyone will lose their jobs. And they're all depending on me, and I feel like I'm a failure.
No.
Stop it!
You're a businesswoman. You've always been able to do anything you put your mind to.
Relax, I know what I'm doing. Your father knows what I can do, and that was why he brought me into this.
I'm going to be tight-lipped on this one. Any slip and I might ruin the experience. All you need to know is that Atlantis is gorgeous. And if you can, watch it on a big screen. Thank me later.
I definitely go to them.
lan xale góor yi dem nañ géej jël nañu gaal Souleymane Cheikh ñoom ñëpp dem nañ.
Inspecteur Issa Diop, il va charger de l'enquête.
Souleymane ñu nekk di ko seet pour crime bu mu def te danga ko nekk di jàppale li nga def lu rëy la.
dafa dem géej depuis une semaine.
non demul géej démb ci ay boori 22 heures gis nañ ko.
Souleymane mu ngi fi. lii la la. démb si guddi am na lu ma yëg sama yaram. kii Souleymane la man xam naa ne moom la sentir naa ko.
The story of my childhood is a strange one. So strange that most people find it impossible to believe.
A man is trapped in a mine shaft by his vengeful brother while his daughter embarks on a magical journey to rescue him. This crafty entry, Burial of Kojo, is a debut from the director Blitz the Ambassador. This is dedicated cinema, and it deserves all the attention. Most people wouldn't necessarily go for art house films, but this uses the effects sincerely. It's a mix of realism and magic, elegant, wise, and scary. Overall, a thoughtful film.
Good morning, class. We are in the presence of academic royalty, Professor Lucien Ndiari.
Citation is about a bright student who takes on the academic establishment when she reports a popular professor who tried to rape her.
Merci, professeur.
Vous savez, quand c'est juste nous, vous m'appelez Lucien.
My first one-on-one contact with Professor Ndiari was after a tutorial class.
I'll start by saying that this film handles a lot of serious issues which ultimately deserves a better effort behind the camera. A more sensitive approach, if you will.
Contre la mienne.
C'est pas fini!
There are old legends that talk of the place. It's a very special place. There is a crossroad here.
8 is about an old man fated to collect souls for eternity. He seeks atonement after trading his daughter's soul.
Something strange.
Hey! I'm sorry, sir. I just need to rest.
Letting him stay in the shed.
With what on?
Hello?
With kwaye uyingozi. Mbuzo uthi banolandelayo.
Now, being a massive horror fan, this one seemed to have fallen a bit short on that front, but I wouldn't hesitate to recommend it to anyone.
And life is death.
And there you have it, 10 top African Netflix films. We should marvel in the small period of time how far African cinema has come. And with our support, we'd be heading places. Be sure to subscribe for more content on his channel, like and press that bell button to be notified. Thanks and see you soon.